Good morning students. Today we will start with this topic called mutual induction. So to understand this phenomena, we choose two coils. So this is coil 1 and we placed another coil very close to the first coil, and a galvanometer is connected with the second coil. So this coil is called primary coil and this coil is called secondary coil. Now a current I1 is passing through the primary coil. Now we know that if a current is passing through a coil, then it produces a magnetic field. So what is the value of this magnetic field due to the current I? So B equal to mu 0 A9. So what is the flux link with this coil? So flux link with this coil phi equal to NBA. Now if we increase the current, it means B will increase. So if B increase, it means phi also increase. And we know that if there is change in flux link with the coil, then this changing flux produces EMF into that coil. So let's see what is happening here. Suppose I1 current is passing through first coil, which is called primary coil, and this I1 produces a magnetic field. So magnetic field line will pass from the first coil, and some of the magnetic field lines, or you can say the whole field lines, will also pass through the second coil, through its neighboring coil. Now if I1 get increased, if you increase the current I1, it means magnetic field line is increased. So if magnetic field line get changed, it means the flux link with the second coil is also changed. Suppose this current is increasing, it means B will increase, and increasing B increases the value of phi 2, that is flux. Now we know that if there is change in flux linked with any coil, then it produces EMF into that coil. So if we increase I1, then phi 2 will also increase, and due to the increase in phi 2, another EMF is induced into the second coil. So the current will flow through this coil, and this phenomena is called mutual induction. So for this we can write that phi 2 is proportional to I1. Now if we remove this proportional sign, then we have to take a constant. So this constant is M into I1. Here M is called mutual inductance. M is called mutual inductance. So mutual inductance phi equal to, so mutual inductance M equal to phi 2 by I1, or you can say its coefficient of mutual induction. Now what is the EMF induced into this coil? That is the second coil. So we know that phi equal to minus d phi dt. So for this second coil we can write the flux linked with the second coil produces the EMF. Changing flux linked with the second coil produces EMF into the second coil. So in this case we can write epsilon 2 equal to minus d dt. What is the value of phi 2? It is M into I1. Now M is constant here, so epsilon 2 equal to minus M into di1 dt. So what is M? So M is minus epsilon 2 by di1 dt. Now if di1 dt is 1, if we consider di1 dt is 1, then we can write F equal to minus epsilon or epsilon 2. That is, mutual inductance is numerically equal to the EMF. Now we want to find mutual inductance of two long coaxial solenoids. Suppose we have a coil with a solenoid of length L and current I is passing through this coil. I1 is passing through the coil, and say number of turns of this coil is say N1. This is called primary coil. And we consider another coil having turns N2, and this coil is called secondary coil. If area of cross section is A, so what is the value of magnetic field produced inside the primary coil due to the current I1? So magnetic field produced inside the primary coil is B1 equal to mu 0 N1 into I1. Now N1 is the number of turns per unit length. So here we can write B1 equal to mu 0 N1 by L into I1. So what is the flux linked with the second coil? So flux phi 2 equal to N2 B1 into A. Now N2, so here we can write B1 equal to mu 0 N1 by L I1 into A. So from this we get mu 0 N1 N2 by L into I1 into A. This is the flux linked with the second coil. Now what is mutual inductance? So we know mutual inductance M equal to phi 2 by I1. Now what is the value of phi 2? It is mu 0 N1 N2 I1A by L by I1. Now these two cancel each other. So from this we can write M equal to mu 0 N1 N2 by L into A. Now